What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best budget cameras in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that'll meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, I've included links in the description box down below which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. If you're looking for maximum savings, check out the Canon EOS Rebel T7, the best ultra-cheap budget camera on the market in 2022. This line from Canon has always been dedicated to minimizing production costs. In order to offer a cheap SLR camera for beginners, the processor is slightly older. In this case, the DIGIC 4 Plus, like on the 1300D model. The sensor is a bit older but more advanced than the 1300D and offers surprisingly high-quality performance. The photo focus system works very well, although not the most technologically advanced option compared to higher ranges. The rear screen focus system, the live view mode, is slow and there is no continuous AF in the video regime. These sensors would be just one step below the new dual pixel sensors set up within cameras such as the Canon 200D, Canon 800D, Canon 77D, or Canon 80D. In that sense, this is a camera that'll deliver a great performance on the budget. There are 2 focusing systems in SLR cameras. While the phase detection focus is automatically activated when using the camera's optical viewfinder, with this model, the approach to phase detection is always much faster, so it'll use an optical viewfinder for photography whenever possible. The focus system of the Canon EOS Rebel T7 works perfectly for amateur photographers. We have to mention that the Canon EOS Rebel T7 does not have continuous AF in the movie model. It does not automatically track the subject in front of you, so you have to press the focus button during shooting to refocus if the subject moves. In terms of ergonomics, design, and construction, this model is intended for users who are switching to an SLR camera for the first time. That's why it combines automatic modes and menus to help the user in a situation when he doesn't want to think or wants to provide a decent photo. Scene menus and modes are pretty easy to use and quite intuitive. The connection is based on Wi-Fi, with NFC support included in the mix. All in all, with a moderately good lens, this device can offer high-quality images. For the listed price, we are beyond impressed. The next product we'll talk about is the Fujifilm X-T200, also known as the best all-around budget camera available on the market in 2022. This model is something of a bridge between the company's basic mirrorless models and more sophisticated cameras. The X-T200 follows the X-T100 model with much better rear screens, faster processing, precise 4K video with advanced digital functions, and improved autofocus. This makes the camera great for beginners, perfect for Instagram or social media content. Fujifilm made sure that the lower part of the X-T200 is on par with the top X series cameras. The manufacturer has upgraded the sensor and processor in this camera to support 4K video at up to 30 frames per second. With 3.5 times faster processing, it's said to reduce the rotating shutter effect. This camera can also record HDR video, which combines videos with different exposures in ways we haven't explored yet. The Fujifilm X-T200 can shoot continuously at 8 frames per second and has an enhanced hybrid AF system that covers the entire frame, along with updated face and eye detection. And despite the new 3.5-inch rear screen with a variable 16:9 angle, the X-T200 is still lighter than the old X-T100. It's much more than a camera for beginners. The device has 2 control buttons, an adjustable function key, and a quick menu for general camera settings. This is part of the basic Fujifilm series of mirrorless cameras, but with features and controls compatible with most mid-range cameras. Lightweight design and plastic construction don't look cheap at all. The X-T200 feels like a well-integrated camera. The main feature, however, is a large touchscreen with variable angle of 3.5 inches. We also like the powerful onboard lens. Very light, and its motorized zoom mechanism makes it correct when the camera is turned off. So the camera plus lens package is compact enough. Good stuff, a thumbs up from here. If you're in pursuit of the top bang for the buck, we say check out the Canon EOS M50, the best value budget camera available on the market in 2022. This model has been labeled entry-level, including lens kit. The Canon EOS M50 seems solid, and the quality of the buttons and switches is top-notch. On the left is the microphone input, as well as the micro USB and micro HDMI ports on the right. They offer a low degree of resistance to weather conditions. The camera also has NFC support for fast pairing and a dedicated button to turn Wi-Fi on or off. The EOS M50 sports a 3-inch touchscreen LCD with a resolution of 1.04 megapixels. Touch feedback is good and can be used to change focus and navigate menus, as well as adjust the electronic viewfinder touchpad. The screen opens and can be fully adjusted. Also included in the mix is a built-in pop-up flash and a safety handle on top. The battery and micro SD card slot are located on the bottom of the camera. An LPE12 battery is included in the package, along with a charger, neck strap, and a lens. The lens has a built-in stabilizer, which is useful because there's no stabilization in the body. The lens can also be retractable, giving it a smaller footprint when not in use. Canon has given the EOS M50 some decent upgrades. It is the first model to feature the company's new DIGIC 8 image processor and the first M-series camera to support 4K video recording. It also has a 24.1 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor with autofocus for contrast detection and dual pixel autofocus. The latter gives you 143 autofocus focus points for faster focusing. The EOS M50 has an ISO range of 100 to 25,600 for photos and 100 to 6,400 for video. It has built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and NFC connectivity. You can enable high-speed shooting, which captures 720p images at 120 frames per second. 4K videos with time-lapse are also supported. Sound quality with the built-in microphone is also good. For the listed price, you can't beat this one. The silver medal and the title of runner-up best budget camera on the market in 2022 were quite rightly taken by the Olympus OM-DE M10 Mark IV. This model has developed quite nicely compared to the Mark III, with significant improvements in the ergonomics department. The sensor has also increased to 20.3 megapixels, while the new TruePic 8 processor allows for faster bursts. Other improvements are noticeable too, such as better facial recognition. The screen of this model allows you to take selfies, thanks to the 180-degree tilt. The device can also be oriented at an angle of 45 degrees upwards, especially for shooting from a low angle. The touchscreen still doesn't benefit from multi-point control, and USB-C has not been included in the mix. On the other hand, it's possible to charge the device directly via USB. However, Olympus has slightly improved its formula. The thumb rest is more pronounced and makes the grip more comfortable and firmer with the small front handle, which is also deeper. As for the electronic viewfinder, it remains quite pleasant and wide enough. Finally, in the ergonomic department, it's impossible not to mention what makes Olympus so successful: functionality. There are several well-designed creative filters, but not only that, classic bracketing modes are present, as well as automatic night modes. There is also live composite mode for performing light shooting, panorama mode, multiple exposure, or HDR. When the device is turned on, the lens opens to make a 14 to 42 millimeter zoom space, which is equivalent to 28 to 84 millimeters compared to the 24 by 36 format. While the engines have to take the time to develop the zoom, the Mark IV still has the luxury of starting in less than a second. Burst shooting reaches almost 15 FPS, which is a great value. All in all, thanks to its successful design and amazing photo mode, it will undoubtedly deliver across the board. This is a quality product, and all we can do is recommend it. And finally, check out the Nikon D3500, the best overall budget camera in 2022. We're looking at one of those SLR cameras that has successfully reduced the dimensions and weight as much as possible while keeping the mirror, optical viewfinder, DX size sensor, and interchangeable lens system that allows users to change the lens. The camera comes with a lens, a focal length of 18 to 15 millimeters, which becomes approximately 24 to 80 millimeters if we use a focal length of 35. We can use any lens with Nikon F mounts. Included, the fixed lens is smaller than the zoom type. The D3500 is as much as 6 millimeters thinner and weighs 30 grams less than its predecessor thanks to the adoption of the Nikon D5600 case. These may look like small differences, but they are noticeable with the camera in hand. In addition, the handle is more generous in terms of grip, more comfortable to hold when taking photos and carrying the cam in your hand for a longer period of time. As for the battery, it now reaches 1,500 shots, which is an improvement over the D3400. It is an excellent number, especially when the small size of the battery as such is taken into account. Furthermore, the buttons are moved to the right side of the camera. The screen stays at 3 inches with a resolution of 941,000 pixels, but moving the buttons to the right makes the background quite clear. The camera is light and easily manageable. The handle has been improved compared to the previous generation and fits into any bag or backpack. And the optical viewfinder is one of the great advantages of this series. The camera is fast at up to 5 frames per second. The best thing about this camera is its 24 megapixel sensor with DKS size. According to APS-C, the camera is also able to capture all the details without any problems thanks to 24 megapixels on the DKS sensor. The optics behave well as long as there's enough light. In any case, the Nikon D3500 is a camera with a very good sensor, fitted into a lightweight and compact body. This model delivers premium performance at the best possible price-quality ratio. You wanted the best, you got it. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time, see you guys later.